So these days, when you call up your internet service provider to get internet installed in your place, they come out with a piece of equipment, they install it, and you're pretty much all set up. The nice thing about those devices that they give you is they're pretty much multiple technologies built into one system, so it makes it much easier to set up. It includes things like your Wi-Fi coverage, your internet access, as well as the ability to plug in hardwired devices in case you need to do that as well. These days, most people don't use the wired connection just because wireless is so convenient. Hey, I'm Austin. My job in these videos is to help you get the most out of the tech you have, as well as make informed decisions as consumers. So sometimes when you get those devices from your internet service provider though, well, it doesn't quite cover the whole house. So you'll see your wireless signal on your phone, you're walking to the other side and all of a sudden you're getting a low signal, or maybe you lost connection completely. There's a lot of things that can cause that, from the types of walls in your house to the window, even the windows in your house can cause interference, as well as the distance. So there's a lot of devices out there to help you extend those signals. So what I want to do in this video is go over some of the options you have when you want to extend that signal in your house. Maybe you're in a large house, maybe you want to get that wireless signal out in the backyard or even into the garage without having to run cables and stuff like that. So the first item on this list is one I wouldn't normally recommend to people unless you just need a quick and dirty, cheap setup. And that's what's called an extender. Sometimes they're also called boosters, and there's other names for them. They're really simple little devices that you plug in to an outlet and you set it up to connect to your Wi-Fi router that the service provider set up for you initially to get your internet. And then it takes that Wi-Fi signal and extends it further out into your home. Now these items, well, they're not as reliable, they're not as smart as some of the other systems, but they are the cheapest option on here. So the other item on this list is one that does require a network cable, but I did want to include it on this list just because it is an option out there. And that's what's called an access point. So this is just normally a little device that has a network plug-in and a power plug-in, and you have a cable, a network cable, that runs from that device to the internet service provided router that you get. This type of device is the most reliable out of all these options, but you have to run that cable, which for a lot of people, that's kind of it's just not an option for you. The last item on this list is a favorite of mine just because of how easy it is to set up in a house. And they are called mesh networking. You could buy 2, 3, 4, 5 of these devices, and then you can set them up to connect to your current internet, your current wireless setup in your house. And they help boost that signal throughout the house. But unlike those boosters that I talked about earlier, these are much smarter devices. They communicate with each other as well as your internet to give you the best coverage. So as you move from one part of the house to the other, your device will automatically connect to the closest mesh network device in your house and allow you to get that better internet connection, whether you're in your garage or in your backyard or anything like that. This is probably the best option, but it's also the most expensive option. The other great thing about these devices is if, say, you buy 2 of them to extend it to different parts of the house, and you need to go further down the road, you can always buy more of these devices to add to this. So it creates almost like a web of connection, or like a blanket connection for your house. So these are just a couple of the items in terms of networking that you can use in your house. If you want more details about any of these individual items, or if you're curious about other options for hardwiring your network for your desktop or your laptop or any other smart device in your house, let me know in the comments below. I would love to talk more about that stuff. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my videos, and stay tuned as I'm continuing to do this series of networking, internet, Wi-Fi topics. And check out my other videos because I have a lot of information out there already. And thanks for watching. Bye.